Hi, and welcome to another session on HCM. Today we're going to talk about goal plans in talent management. Some of the things you'll learn in this video are how to navigate to goal plans, how to edit or create a goal plan, as well as adding eligibility criteria to your goal plan and reviewing the eligible employees. Let's go ahead and get started by logging into your HCM instance. There's a lot of different ways to get to the specific goal plan, but I like to go to My Client Groups and then click on Goals. Keep in mind that you may have changed the wording on your page, so it may not be called Goals, but it will take you to the Goals page when clicked on. Let's go ahead and click on Goal Plans, and you'll see there's a whole list of other plans that will be listed down here. I don't have any results, but that's because my review period is set to the 2022 annual cycle. I'm going to change this to the 2021 annual cycle. And now you'll see all of my goal plans that are detailed out. Let's go ahead and click on the 2021 performance goal, and it's associated to the 2021 annual cycle review period, and it also tells me the last updated date. Let's go ahead and click on that, and you'll notice all of the details about the goal plan. So it's got a name, the potential to have a description, the associated review period. Remember when we watched the review period video that this is the first thing that we're going to create because the review period is really attached to every other piece of the performance goal or the performance management cycles. There's a start date and an end date, the status, whether it's active or inactive. You also have the ability to enable or not enable goal weights, and then allowing updates to goals by, and you can select specific options. I'm going to go ahead and click on edit so you can see the different options that are available. So if I click this drop down, you can either choose just the HR specialist, you could choose the HR specialist and the manager, or you can choose all three, the HR specialist, manager, and worker. You can select actions for workers and managers on HR assigned goals. And those are goals that are pushed down to an employee by HR. This is also the performance goal plan associated with these performance document types. That's another session that we'll be doing, going over the performance document types. But this specific goal plan is associated to these document types. And then there's also an evaluation type. I'm going to go ahead and click on cancel. The next thing I'm going to do is expand on the goals section. So you'll see that there's goals that are listed in here. These ones are weighted. You do not have to have weighted goals. They don't have to be weighted, but these are goals that have been passed down or that are associated to this goal plan so that when the goal plan is assigned, you're automatically going to have these goals. You don't have to do that. Your employees can create their own goals. It's completely up to you. The next section is going to be the selected eligibility profiles section. This is actually my favorite section. And the reason why I like this so much is because this allows you to tell who, if this runs right now, will get assigned to this goal plan. And I like to make sure my eligibility profiles are pulling in the right people. So if I click on add, you can select an eligibility profile. Now remember, in our other eligibility profile video, we talked about eligibility profiles and the usage. So the usage on this eligibility profile selection list right here, it would be either performance or global. It's not going to show me any like compensation or benefit eligibility profiles. So let's just go ahead and scroll down the list, and I can see all of the different eligibility profiles that are there. But I can also just start typing in a word if I know the name of it has employees in it. So I'm going to pick this one right here, employed more than 2 months. I can mark it as required or not required, and I'm going to click Save. Here's where my most favorite button in the whole wide world is: check person eligibility. If I check this button, what this does is it allows me to look for a specific person, and I can either click on their name or start typing their name, and I can click check eligibility. And what this does is it tells me if they're eligible. Up here, it'll have an overall eligibility status, and then here it'll have either the green check mark or it'll have a red X to tell me if it's eligible and if it's required. I'm going to go ahead and back out of this page. Now, maybe our eligibility profile excludes a certain person, but we want to make sure that they're included. If I come and expand this included workers section, I can add specific people by clicking the add button. Now I can just pick somebody or I can start typing in their name. Now, if I pick somebody, you can see that it's either self, or I can even choose self and direct reports. So if they're a manager, it can include all of their direct reports in this list as well. So that's included workers. If I expand on the excluded workers, I can say, listen, I want everybody in this group except this one person. So I can always add this person as an excluded worker. So that's how you make your performance goal plans. And in the next video, we'll talk about how you go ahead and assign those out. Thanks for listening.